What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Ellie Moses here. Hope you guys are enjoying the new background and new setup. I'm currently still working on it, but I got more movie posters coming in. But yeah, this is Flicks and Bricks episode 5 now we're on to, but we're on to the third Harry Potter film of the series where we'll be reviewing Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and today we'll be building the night bus. So fitting for the film actually. So this is a wonderful scene in the film as well. It was just a cool addition to the Harry Potter universe or the Harry Potter world as well. But yeah, let's kick on to the Harry Potter review. Let's go. Now talking about Prisoner of Azkaban, I think at first instance this wasn't my favorite Harry Potter film. I think I always overlooked it as I was a younger child, but now oh, now like growing more and then on multiple rewatches, I think it's probably definitely close to my favorite Harry Potter film. I'm not sure if it's my favorite yet, but it's definitely close to my favorite Harry Potter film, and I think that's due to the change in director. We have Alfonso Cuarón directing this film, and just in terms of the drastic tonal shift from the first two Harry Potter films, which are still great, they're fun, but I think the fun aspect sort of shifts in this film, and the tone shifts in the third Harry Potter film in terms of in Prisoner of Azkaban, and this tonal shift to a dark, more gritty, magical world sort of carries on to the all eight films as we have, and I think this is the first film as well where Voldemort isn't mentioned as much, but he still plays a lingering role in the background in terms of what's going to happen in future films or future books, whatever. But in terms of like a main villain, Voldemort is definitely taken away from this film, which I think I quite enjoy. It's a new take. It's not always the one particular villain going at it, but in terms of this, quick synopsis recount or summary. It's Harry, Ron, Hermione's third year at Hogwarts, and Harry definitely learns this year that there's a prisoner on the loose, and this is Sirius Black, and now Hogwarts will play host to the Dementors of Azkaban, and we have a new Dumbledore as well, played by Michael Gambit. Obviously, I think Richard Harris sadly passed away, but Michael Gambit does a fantastic role as well, leading on from Richard Harris, who was also fantastic as Dumbledore. I think he plays a different side or aspect to Dumbledore as well. Although in the Richard Harris came off as more compassionate and he sort of like would let anything go off. I think Michael Gambit's a bit more stern in his Dumbledore, and as we see in later films as well, he can. I think he can like sort of wreck shit up. Sorry for my language, but yeah. In terms of like what changes in this film and what I love is the cinematography. Alfonso Cuarón creates, I think, the most visually amazing Harry Potter film in terms of like we have the Buckbeak scene when we had the mountain ranges, we had the Dementors around the Hogwarts. I think there's like about so many wallpaper shots in this film. We have Harry, Ron, and Hermione walking down to Hagrid's hut, and I think just from a visual perspective, Alfonso Cuarón knocks it out of the park, and it's an amazing achievement. And then also from a storytelling perspective, the way Alfonso is able to add just sort of more horror elements into it, and I think the book is it's a really dark book as well. So he was able to capture that sort of ominous essence, the dark tone, everything. I think in the book there's also like spoilers for the book if you haven't read it. There's a scene where um, Sirius Black is standing over Ron with a knife, and Ron sees a vision of him. We don't like a vision nightmare, and I think that was a completely vivid scene in the book. I don't know why it wasn't in the movies. I would have loved to see it, but yeah, I think he plays on the horror aspects particularly well, especially with the claws of the Grim and the Flat Lady as well. And it's just the way Hogwarts goes into shutdown. You really know that this guy is a sort of a guy not to be messed with. And it's also played by Gary Oldman fantastically. Obviously, with a famous actor like Gary Oldman, they're not gonna give him less screen time. But then, as the story unfolds, we start to see more and more about this villain and how it plays out. Now, on multiple rewatches, you start to understand. Oh, this is it. This is that. You hear this noise. Oh, it's just so many little Easter eggs and tidbits. It's a nice puzzle that goes along, and I don't want to spoil it too much, just in case. Like, yeah, I just don't want to spoil it too much in case you haven't seen it, or if you have seen it, but you know what I'm talking about. And then we have the introduction of the Marauders map as well, which is there's so much new additions to the universe as well. And then What else is there? There's so much to discuss. I think my favorite scene in the film as well. It's not an action sequence. It's not. It's just a simple talking sequence, and I think this is a testament to Alfonso Cuarón's directing. There's a scene in the Leaky Cauldron where Arthur Weasley is talking to Harry, and then he pulls him to the side to talk, and it's a fantastic tracking shot. And in the background, everyone has their own piece of dialogue. It's just so much depth to the world as well, where everyone is just has their own thing going on. It's not lazy. It's not lazy directing. Everyone's doing their own thing in the background. It's animated. It's active, and that's what I love about Prisoner. I think it takes the Harry Potter world to a whole new level, and I would have loved to seen Alfonso Cuarón direct more Harry Potter films because I think, in terms of a visual standpoint and actually a story standpoint as well, I think this is the pinnacle of the series, and it's only the third film. And on multiple rewatches, as I said, I think it's come to be my favorite Harry Potter film in terms of just, yeah, how much it adds. And I think the family aspect to it, when you start to learn about, I don't want to spoil it too much, the family aspect, it's resonating. And I think it's the most important film in terms of how it sets up Harry for the future films as well, in terms of how he builds this relationship with a certain someone. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about Prisoner of Azkaban today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the build of the night bus, and it's a fitting return. Sorry I haven't uploaded much. I've also pre-ordered the Hobbit 4K on 4K as well. So seeing that the Lord of the Rings review did so well, and I'll be reviewing the Hobbit 4K as well. I'll do the whole trilogy as well. That's coming on the way. And I hope you guys enjoyed the new background and everything. There'll be more coming along, more posters, more pop figures, more pop culture stuff for your enjoyment. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos. I'm about to play Cyberpunk, so really excited for that. And I'll bring in my first initial thoughts of that as soon as I'm about probably 10 hours through. But yeah, that's my review of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I haven't spoiled too much. There was so much more I wanted to discuss, but yeah, I just wanted to keep it short and simple. And yeah, in terms of a rank for Prisoner of Azkaban, listen, guys, Prisoner of Azkaban is probably the best Harry Potter film. It's, if not tied first with another film I'll be reviewing soon in the Harry Potter series, but definitely Prisoner of Azkaban will be granted the rank of Jedi Master. Yep. That's been your boy Ellie Moses today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review and the Lego build as well. If we get to 100 subs actually by the end, I will give away a brand new set of the Night Bus. So yeah, take care, God bless, enjoy.